Now, there was a so-called mother that was sentenced recently to 18 years. Now, she's going to do 13 years in the jail, but the other years she'll be able to be on probation. But this woman claimed that she blacked out because she was drinking shots of liquor and smoking marijuana. But her child, and as I get into the details, passed away, and I want you to hear the reason and way that this child had passed away.
I have fully considered all of the arguments.
After hearing from both sides, Superior Court Justice Robert Murray sentenced Hopkins to 18 years in prison, but she'll only serve 13 of those years. When released, Hopkins will spend another 4 years on probation. Prosecutors were pleased with the outcome.
A sentence of 18 years to the Department of Corrections with all but 13 years suspended really reflects how these injuries to Jaxson were inflicted and the catastrophic nature of the injuries that he sustained.
Defense attorneys brought in friends and family to try to persuade the judge to go easy on Hopkins.
I feel like she's already suffered enough by losing all of her children, so.
The Troy mother visibly emotional while receiving her sentence.
We're unhappy to see her get such a heavy sentence, but we understand the process and we think the judge really did a good job conducting the trial.
The defense says it's still considering an appeal.
I mean, we have actually filed a notice of appeal. Whether we're actually going to follow through and brief the case is something we haven't decided yet.
The judge placed Hopkins on house arrest until the end of December, a move the state opposed.
Obviously, the defendant had a month in which to prepare for today's date, and that was the position that the state took in opposing the stay of execution.
I was really appreciative that the judge let her stay out for a couple of more weeks to spend Christmas with her family.
Boy, it must be nice to get sentenced to jail and then you get to go home and spend Christmas with your family just on house arrest. Where they do that at? Because I haven't heard too many black people get to go home and spend Christmas with their family, then report to jail on the 26th. I don't know. But this situation and why the judge sentenced her to this amount of time. Now, she said that she was drinking shots of liquor with a 7-week-old kid. This kid just got here. This woman haven't even got past her healing phase yet all the way. And she's up there drinking shots of liquor and smoking marijuana. Now, this child that passed away, this is what they found on the child's injuries. They said that the child had skull fractures, 15 broken ribs, a broken right arm, cuts and bruises from head to toe. This is what they found with this woman. This child, I mean, a 7-week-old kid, barely got here, having 15 broken ribs. Like, you know, just a grown adult that have one broken rib, how they in so much pain. And this child had 15 and skull fractures. I mean, she beat this child to death, breaking the arm. And really, in my opinion, she should have got way more time than that. And due to the crime, why would you even go home for anything and spending time with your family until after Christmas? Like, really? And you just seen this kind of case. This is why I tell you guys when I do these stories, you see how they are treated in the criminal justice system. But let that been a black woman, I guarantee you she wouldn't have went home and said, oh, yeah, you know, just go home, spend time with your family, just under house arrest. And then on 26, come on and report to jail. Especially if she'd have done something similar to this, the exact same thing, no different. Now, she told police, the female, that one of her 2 autistic sons, aged 6 and 8, may have been responsible. No, you're responsible, because as an adult, you're supposed to watch kids. Let's say if what she said is true. No, it's still you. You drinking alcohol, you're smoking weed, you got kids in the house. My thing is this, there's nothing wrong with drinking alcohol, but within moderation. And if you're watching children, you definitely shouldn't be drinking no alcohol. Not taking shots. I don't understand some people. Even some people that go out in public. You can't handle your liquor. You go out and just drink and just get drunk in front of people. I never practiced that. because I never wanted to just be drunk like that. And then, of course, to me and my belief system, drunkenness is a sin. So that's why I have never been drunk a day in my life. I believe in social drinking, and that's just enough just to drink it. That's it. You don't need to get inebriated, not knowing where you're at, passing out, having a hangover, puking and feeling sick the next day. No. I just think that's silly to me. But also, this woman had no maternal instinct, because who would do some things like that? Now, some brothers in my community would like to put out propaganda to act like females of this persuasion don't do nothing, and there's always black females. Well, these stories will show you that any of them do things. The only difference with this one is this one gets more privileges and still more protected than the black woman in the criminal justice system. I personally think this whole thing is sick. I think this woman need more time than that, and she definitely don't need to be going home spending time with her family before she reports to jail. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. Share the video, like the commentary, subscribe, and make sure you click the notification bell when we post new news stories or live streams.